Took you so long.
We'll talk, but not here.
Yo, what is up guys and girls, it's SmallGodFly again, and today I'm bringing you a video about the new updates that came out in the November 17th patch for Metal Gear Solid 5. This will just be a quick video just detailing what's new in this patch, what's coming up, etc. So let's get straight into it. Alright, first of all, I'm quite happy about this. The rewards for invading have been boosted dramatically. For starters, you get an increased probability of gaining higher ranked staff. The number of staff you gain is increased by 200 and 300%, so doubled or tripled. There's an increase in the maximum amount of resources which actually held on the FOB. That's been increased by 500%, so it's quite a lot of resources you can now steal from people and their bases. It's no longer capped. Basically, there's you know, you're really gonna have to have a lot of resources to cap it out at that. So you can steal quite a lot potentially. And also the GMP has been increased by 500% again. So there's a lot of incentives there. A lot of incentives to go out and start invading people's bases, which is good because there was an issue earlier on where people's bases were so kitted out, so well defended nowadays that it just really was not worth it. If you watch my previous videos, I detailed that you should just sit back, defend, try and defend other people's bases if you can, but don't go out and attack. It's just not worth it. But now, if you pull it off, you will get flooded with resources. It seems like it's so worth it. So I would highly recommend jumping back into doing that again now. The next update is with regards to the PF system. So I've always been a big fan of the PF system. These are the virtual battles which are held, basically measuring your base's defensive capabilities against someone else's offensive capabilities. It's a great way to get fuel and other S-rank stuff. It's a passive thing. There's not too much you can do about it besides just improving your base, but Konami have tried to make it more active. So they've introduced liquid carbon missiles and anti-ballistic missiles. Now, what these do is if you go to the PF screen, there will be an option for every battle that you're having to actually use a liquid carbon missile and anti-ballistic missile, and that will give you a boost for that certain battle. So that will help you achieve these other two rewards that are happening at the moment, which is have a win rate better than 50% and finish in the top 3 in a virtual round of virtual league battles, which is actually quite hard to be honest. So that's quite a nice little change there, and that should hopefully get you some more points, more fuel, help you expand your base quicker, which is absolutely lovely. If you're wondering how to get these missiles, you can pick them up from dispatch missions, which should be available. So, do the dispatch missions, which give you the anti-ballistic missiles, the liquid carbon missiles, and that should increase your PF score, which will help you expand your base, which will help you do more dispatch missions. It's very nice, it helps with the cycle, so I'd highly recommend doing those missions and using those missiles when you can. The next note has already been out for quite some time, but it's the Mosquito's Legacy base. So, there's special events which happen every month, every other month, basically. At the moment, it is Mosquito's Legacy, which means that you can freely invade this super easy base, and it can give you S+ staff if you invade every single platform and some free and easy resources. So it's good for practice, good to know the layouts, although there is already training, but it's, you know, it can help you learn the layouts and that kind of stuff of different platforms. So that's worth checking out as well. I look forward to seeing what the future events will bring. The latest event will be against the Skulls. They're actually going to be able to fight against them on the FOB, which would be pretty sweet. The next update is also amazing news. They've actually made the online dispatch missions worth it now. You can get some seriously good resources from doing these, so head on over to the dispatch missions and have a look at those. There are some really good rewards for filling those out. Loads and loads of S+ staff, loads and loads of like GMP and resources you can get for them, so those are incredibly good and definitely worth doing as well. Do check those out, 100%. So last but certainly not least are the online development items. So there's a couple new items. As you can see, there's the little globe by the GMP there when you hover over them. This means that they are online development items, which means they will be developed continuously whether you have the game running or not, which again I think is a great feature. This is for the very end game items from the looks of it. I've covered near enough all of them apart from the security items. I haven't shown, or I didn't take screenshots of those, but basically the security items, there are some pretty cool upgrades for your security member staff, which again make it even harder for people to infiltrate your base. There's stuff like the security cameras can have guns attached to them, which would be horrible. And also your guys can have night vision goggles, which again is horrible. So great updates. So that just about covers everything, but where does that leave us? Well, I've been hearing mixed reviews about Metal Gear Solid Online so far from the console community. Hopefully most of the issues have been resolved by now. We are coming up to the Christmas period now, so that means we are getting closer to the release date of Metal Gear Solid Online 3 for the PC, which is still to be announced, but is confirmed to be in January 2016. So again, if you guys want to play with me and my friends and the rest of the community, I will be releasing closer to the time a link to our Discord server where you can come hang out with us, come chill with us and the like, and we should be able to play some games together, maybe get some clans up and going. So I look forward to that. I hope you guys look forward to it too. Thank you very much for watching the video. I've been Small. Thanks for watching. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes was a ruse set up by Konami. It was all clever marketing set up by Konami so they can get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And Hideo Kojima was the star of the show.